Hey, look at that. An Okie was here. I was wrong about something. I should have brought my 395 XP. And I needed 5 gallons of fuel for this whole job. My steel would have done it. My Husqvarna would have done it. A chainsaw must be able to run for 10 hours. You guys told me to work all day with this battery saw. Let's go do it. On a video recently where I had compared just the cutting performance of the 2511T and the DCS-2500T, there's got to be 1,000 comments saying something about, okay, now do it 100 more times or do it for 8 hours or 10 hours straight. So I'm going to go ahead and take out a saw and do a job that I normally wouldn't do with a battery saw or just a top handle in general. I'm bringing the rear handle CS310, my trusty old small cc ECHO homeowner grade tool, just in case this thing truly does die after 10 cuts like many of y'all think. So what's going on here is I need to get access to the backside of my property down through here and up around with a pickup truck. Everything that you see me film is generally that way, and that's on the far extreme corner of my property. I've got close to 12 acres of woods, and I've got a lot of resources and a cool bit of my property that I want to get to back there. So I need these trees to get out of the way so I can drive a pickup truck back here. A friend of mine will be coming over here, hopefully sometime soon, and helping me make this more drivable. More details on that later. I don't know. Is this up for the task? Let's find out. Got some grapevine up there. I'm gonna try to take down this other dead one here and see if when it goes it might be able to help push this down. We'll see. So we got this tied up. Let's see if we can get these to roll off here. I'm gonna pull it back. I'm gonna cut that off the stump so that way I can roll it. These grapevines, This blackjack oak needs to come down. It's bent over and I think it's got a little bit of life in it, but I don't want it. Most of the limbs are dead on the bottom here, so we'll take care of it. Horseflies are killing me, man. Just bothering me. Oh, killed it. Got the horsefly. Okay, so we got our face cut there. All right. This is the stock chain, how it came out of the box with a very light hand file. I'm gonna stop and take a break. Humidity's up here in Oklahoma, it's not too hot. Anyway, there we are. Now, if you're the type of person that's gonna accuse me for swapping out batteries or charging it or whatever, I can't help you. I was wrong about something. I'll share that with you in a little bit here. Anything that can be used for firewood will be used for firewood, or at least test cutting. Back from my break. Power on, 3/4. This is the first time I'm actually working in the Drew's boots in terms of doing something other than just wearing it out and about, breaking it in. I can tell you that the support is phenomenal out here on my slope. It's probably hard to tell exactly how steep this is. They're comfortable, they're supportive, they have lots of grip on this right here. I am wearing my thicker wool socks, my Darn Tough socks would be my preference with these because they do have a lack of padding, but that's what I was looking for. Because they're leather and wool. I essentially only have leather and wool on my feet, which is what I was after. So I'm doing something I didn't anticipate doing much of with this saw. Because I do typically prefer a rear handle type saw, because there's just more control and all of that. Typically, don't think about a top handle for something like this, but it's coming in extremely handy cleaning up brush. Per the manual, safety manuals and all that, these saws are supposed to be used with 2 hands. This is not a how-to channel. This is about how Okie Woodsman does it out here in rural Oklahoma. Y'all know what this kind of tree is? I don't know, I'm thinking maybe like an elm or something, not sure. I've said this long ago, that though you don't need to cut hinges on your little wood like this, why not? Because it just teaches you muscle memory, teaches you to line stuff up. Though it's on a smaller scale, I think it's still useful. Now, this saw with nano would be a lot better, I think, in this circumstance. But this is the stock chain, the 3/8 low profile. And with the safety raker, mind you, it's doing quite well. Cuts sufficiently well for what I need it to do right now. Let me get this dead pine cut here. Well, let's go get this firewood before I lose it. Be very easy to lose it back here. Yeah, it's already starting to get kind of buried. There's a few good pieces of firewood in here, so I don't want to just let it go to waste. See where we're at battery wise. Three quarters, or at least 3 bars. That could be 65%, who knows. All I care about is, can I take it out here and get some work done? We're gonna leave that cedar tree right there. I've limbed it up because I want it to stretch tall. I'm not trying to make an expressway, I'm trying to build access through here. All right, another tree down. I don't want to have to cut it, but guys, I need to get access. And I'd rather have this eastern red cedar, which is technically invasive here, than this tree. I'm not sure what the heck that was, but it's pretty bendy. Let's take advantage of that. It's a little maple tree. I'm gonna leave that little hackberry tree. It's off on the edge, I'll leave that. A white oak, and then I'm not sure what this is, but again, it's right in the way and it's gonna come out. Another horsefly. Battery check. Half. Hey, look at that. Anoki was here. This is why we're here. I need to get to this. I've got about 6 feet, 5 foot of road left. Well, I accomplished the primary part of what I wanted to get done. All this brush is fully manageable. I can drag any of this, no problem at all, off to the side. We're coming up on wet season here pretty soon. We're gonna be able to burn pretty nicely. With the stumps removed, I think I can get a truck down here pretty easily. As I'm looking, that hackberry and that sycamore could probably stand to go. I'm probably not gonna worry about that. I'm probably gonna regret that, but at the same time, again, I'm not trying to fit a semi truck back here, though it would be nice. I'm also not wanting it to be completely inviting for just random people to drive down. So if it's like super groomed, super open, people are gonna drive down it looking, wondering what's going on. I can't believe I should have brought my 395 XP. Man, another horsefly. Should have. I just had to bend over too much to clear this. And I needed 5 gallons of fuel for this whole job. I know many of my normal viewers aren't this person, but the person that says my steel would have done it, my Husqvarna would have done it, my 90cc saw would have done it faster, go do it 10 hours. This is my all-day job. This is all I needed to get done. If I cut more, just to cut more, I'm literally just making a mess for no reason. I don't want to or need to do any more. Let's take a look at where the battery's at. We did this whole job on here. Take a look. We got somewhere around half power. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and run this thing out now and see how many more cuts just on some of that dead pine up there. Some stuff that's a little bit too old for me. I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna use it for firewood or anything. That's gonna be on another video. We'll see how many more cuts I can get out of this particular battery. This was kind of a facetious title or a facetious type of thing, because why does so many people believe that a chainsaw must be able to run for 10 hours? I suppose if you're gonna own one saw and one saw alone, that's the case. And I know many people don't want a dozen saws like I've got. However, many people do have 2 or 3 in varying different sizes, and I think personally that there is a place for each size range, each platform, and the reason why that is not everybody's needs are exactly the same. That's all it's to it. Something I want to bring your attention to also, ECHO saws sold within the United States, whether it be this battery top handle or the 2-stroke versions. Man, I got another horsefly. My wife's gonna be happy. All of those saws sold within the United States, as far as I'm aware, are sold with Oregon bars and chains. Before you buy your next bar and chain, I encourage you to check out Saw Suppliers. We've got free shipping. When you purchase a bar and chain from someone like sawsuppliers.com, you're supporting a small business versus some sort of big corporate conglomerate. Things like the Pro Full Steel Oregon bars, most of the best versions of the Oregon chain, along with, check this out, the best deal I've ever seen on a 24-inch VersaCut and D009 tail. So check that out. I think you'll be pretty surprised by the prices. Another cool thing is they offer quantity discounts. If you get 3 EXL or 3 EXJ chains, you actually get a quantity discount. They actually have a quantity discount on bars. So all it takes is buying 2 Oregon bars and you actually get a break on those 2. I found them to be cheaper than on Amazon on top of it. So don't rule out sawsuppliers.com. Use my links below. I'll put a couple links to like that VersaCut bar and the PowerCut bar and so forth, just so you can easily find it. And also remember, if you purchase an ECHO piece of outdoor power equipment, you get 10% off. And they are pretty much the best deal out there already. So I'd encourage you all to do that. Thank you for everyone that does use those links. It's a big help to my family and I. I know that Steve at sawsuppliers.com certainly appreciates it as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up. I'm gonna get prepared for my next video, and I'll see you on the next one.